Hi, welcome to the Jule Box Studios. My name is Jules. I'm going to be sharing with you guys today a process video on my Boho Baby Rolodex quote-unquote album. I'll just interject a little bit here, but this is part 2. Part 1 will be linked below or on the screen for you guys. So let's get started. I have a very old Canon Selphy CP910 that I use for my photo printing. I created a collage on my computer on PicMonkey and just printed those out. I'm going to cut some designer paper at 4x4 and cut them out with my Sizzix Big Shot. A lot of this will be self-explanatory, but like I said, I'll be interjecting little points here and there throughout the video, so I really just want you to just enjoy. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments and I will answer them as soon as I can, okay? And just FYI, products on what I used, the collection, all of that, everything will be over on my blog listed with links to where you can get the same collection if you'd like. So here we go. The ephemeris pack and the cards and tags pack had quite a bit to choose from. So I do try and just lay them out so you guys can see what they look like. I knew that when I got this collection I wanted to add some accents of gold. So I have some alphabet stickers from Teresa Collins that I had actually sitting right there because I'm using it for another project. But I wanted to give it a title and give this album sort of like a front cover for the entire thing. So now these pictures are of Naya, which I'm showing there, and of Camilla. Now these are two baby girls in the family that are like my grandbabies. Tony and Lisa share them with me. But my niece Alyssa and her husband Brandon had Naya a couple years ago. And I just save their pictures every time they post to our family thread and save all the pictures that I can. Because I don't live in the same state as them. And Camilla is the daughter, the last baby to my nephew Alyssa's brother Anthony and his wife Mo. Her name is Monique. So these baby girls are just so precious, and I thought this collection just went perfect with the vibe that I was going for, which is that sweet boho chic, down to earth, beautiful colors. I mean, all of the collection is just gorgeous. I love the bee theme, the little girl that's that boho little girls that are on there with their dresses, backpacks, honey. It's just a beautiful, beautiful collection. This is Camilla. So Naya was born in May and Camilla was born in December, so they're just a few months apart. But Cami is a very tiny petite baby. Her mom is very, very little, so I think she's probably going to take after her mom. For the first time, I'm using the scrapbook.com double-sided adhesive. I've never used it before and I wanted to try it. And so far I really like it. It is a really great quality, just like the Score Pal tape that I use, that I've always used. I'm sure that I'll be buying more. One of the things that I love to do is pulling the strips off of the cardstock, the designer paper. Because they do have little bits of the design on those strips, and I like to use them for extra layering or to create banners, just to add a little accent of another color with the same collection and design. So that's that's fun for me. I love using that. I've done that for like ever. I used to love using graphic 45 as paper and pulling out the titles, like cutting out the titles off of the strip and using them in mini albums and some of the altered projects that I've made over the years. And you see the pink doily there. I did like, to a few of these pieces, I do like to cut them in half because it allows me to use the other half for one of the other layouts so that it stretches out all my ephemera pieces, as well as just not be wasteful, because you're not going to see the other half, so might as well just cut it off. The flowers that you're seeing here too for this project are from Prima Marketing, and they are from the Meal collection. It's a Frank Garcia collection that he's made. And looking at the paper on the website, because I ordered it through scrapbook.com, I also looked at those flowers and it looked like they matched perfectly, and when I got them I was really surprised how close they match with it. They could have totally been a Fancy Pants flower paper pack. They're beautiful flowers. There are those large ones that are about 1 inch, and then there's other small tiny ones with a little diamond in the center. Those are about 1/2 inch or smaller. On almost every page, I try to have something on dimensionals, whether it be a photo or one of the elements. I think there's only one of them that I don't have anything on dimensionals, but it's just one page. What I'm creating here are just just a basic layout on the Rolodex cards. I do go back after I finish all of them and then start adding a little bit here and there of gold accents like thread and the bling. And then I did cut out some foliage and words out of gold cardstock and went back through them again and added those on there. And I won't bore you with the second and third run, but I do show you every page in the first video, and I do share, I think, 2 or 3 of these little mini layouts with you here in this video. I believe I had ended up with 11 pages for Naya and 11 pages for Camilla. I had stopped at around 9, I believe, because I didn't think I had enough room, but when I realized that I did, I went ahead and cut out more Rolodex cards for the other ones, the extras that I had. And I'm so grateful that I was able to use every single photo that I had printed for this project, because I didn't want to leave any of them out. I was starting to feel bad that I wasn't probably going to be able to use a couple of them, but I was so excited that I did. And that I had enough of the like flowers and ephemera and stuff to use with it, so. I do use 2 pieces of twine for that paper clip. I just don't show the second one. But I should have changed it out and used the organza, because it's very limpy and it doesn't stay on very tight. just getting some more cards because I'm realizing that I can make a couple more pages. Here I'm just drawing some lines because I'm going to cut out what I'm not going to be able to see, or what I'm not going to see. That way I can use that little bottom corner for another element, another layer or texture or something for another layout. And you're not going to see or notice that that's gone, so. Her little face, oh my gosh, she's so adorable. So I'm going to just repeat the process and just kind of have the elements on the opposite sides. So it just kind of matches with Camilla's layout, but that way they kind of have a cohesive look, you know. I'm going to start on the name tags for the girls. I do use the same background, but I use the lighter little girl for Camilla and the darker one for Naya. And I'm just cutting out this ornate shape. I'm just going to attach it to the top of the Rolodex card. And that'll give me enough space so that I can add their names to it. I'm using the Fancy Pants foam alphabet stickers from the collection. They're about 1 inch tall, so it's a nice size, and I'm able to get Camilla on there just perfectly. I'm gonna do the same for Naya. So it took me a little bit to get it like really good, like centered really well. That doily or that flower back there is from a Prima die I just showed a few seconds ago. But I wanted something different to stand out behind the little girls, so that's why I used it. It's a really pretty die. This is some elements that I used for the alphabet stickers and to highlight. So I'm starting with the glittered one, I believe it's the Blizzard one, and just coated it for each of the girls. And it looks so pretty. The only thing that I didn't like was that it dried lumpy. And the liquid pearls, I do use them for a few of the cards, just adding and highlighting and filling in some of the elements and stuff. But that's what that looks like. Not a lot goes on this page, but before the name cards, but I do like how it came out. It was nice and simple. And it was pretty. So there's Camilla. Kind of a little lumpy. Just gonna highlight these flowers here. Now I was gonna use the clear Novu gel on top to give it a coating because of the way it dried, but it didn't look right still, so I had to go in with the glossy accents and fill in those little gaps, and you could just see the end there. It looks nice and puffy, all of it. You don't see a lot of the crevices at all. So here are the last, I believe these are the last two layouts for this project. That floral piece was really too big for just one, so it was just easier to cut it in half. And then just cover that line with the bow and some extra flowers. That face! Now, I've been asked a lot about my glue gun. This is a Surebonder detail tip glue gun. They do not make this specific one anymore. I've had this for like 15 years now. They make another one, but it's not as detailed. I will be linking again all the products and stuff and the tools that I used down at my blog. The link is down below. This gold thread I found at Joann's. It's very, very, very thin. I love this glitter halfback pearl. It was the perfect gold, and I used every single one for this project. It's the only pack that I had, and I went to the makers or the manufacturer or the brand, and they didn't have this exact one anymore, but I did link their website over on my blog if you guys want to take a look and see what they had. These are the words and foliage that I cut out of the gold cardstock. That gold cardstock is from Hobby Lobby. I do have it linked over on my blog so that if you're looking for something, this one is, it's like 85 pound and it's very, very thin. It bends very easy, which is good when you're trying to get underneath it to glue something down, but it is flimsy, so just know that. I believe I only do 2 of Naya and 2 of Cami for this one, so that I don't have to take you through the exact same, like through every single one, because I do that in the part 1 video. So be sure to watch that. the last thing was the bee charm. Using E6000, I just glue it to the front of the box, and that's it. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye everyone.